Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we will be doing a German ASMR reading of CRC Handbook of Chemistry and Physics, 60th edition, 1979 to 1980, 1913 CRC Press Incorporated, 1980 CRC Press, yeah. Page 1. Numbers in parentheses are mass numbers of most stable isotope of the element. Page 2. Page 3. Page 4. Page 5. Selected CRC Handbook Series. CRC Handbook of Biochemistry, Molecular Biology, Gerald D. Fasman, Brandeis University. CRC Handbook Series of Clinical Laboratory Science, David Sellingson, Yale University. CRC Handbook of Electrophysies, Lena A. Lewis, Cleveland Clinic. J.J. Oplet, Metropolitan General Hospital. CRC Handbook Series of Engineering in a Medical and Medicine and Biology. David G. Felming, Case Western Reserve University. Barry N. Feinberg, Purdue University. CRC Handbook of Environmental Control, Richard G. Bond, University of Minnesota. Conrad P. Straub, University of Minnesota. CRC Fenrolli's Handbook of Flavor Ingredients, Nicola Belanca. CIBA hyphen GEIGY Corporation. Giovanna Fenaroli, University of Milano, Italy. Thomas E. Furia, Dynapol. CRC Handbook of Marine Sciences, F.G. Vaughan Smith, International Oceanographic Foundation. Frederick A. Kalber, Hydrobiological Services. Joseph T. Baker, Vanner Murphy, Rochelle Institute of Marine Pharmacology, Australia. CRC Handbook of Material Sciences. C.T. Lynch, Wright Patterson Air Force Base. CRC Standard Math Tables. William H. Baer, University of Akron. CRC Handbook of Microbiology. Alan I. Laskin, SL Research of Engineering Company. Hubert Lecheveler, Rutgers University. CRC Handbook Series of Nutrition and Food. Miloslav Rekskig Jr., Agency of International Development. CRC Atlas of Syntamagging for Clinical Nuclear Medicine. Henry N. Vellman, Indiana University of School of Medicine. CRC Atlas of Spectral Data and Physics Constants for Organic Compounds. Yannette Grasselli, Standard Oil Company, Ohio. William M. Richte, Case Western Reserve University. CRC Handbook Series, Zoonoses. James H. Steele, University of Texas. Page 6. CRC Handbook Chemistry and Physics, a ready reference book of chemistry and chemical and physical data, 60th edition, 1979 to 1980. 1913, CRC Press Incorporated, 1980. Editor Robert C. Vest, PhD. Vice President Research Consolidated Natural Gas Service Company Incorporated, formerly Professor of Chemistry in Case Institute of Technology. Associate Elder Melvin J. Astle, PhD. Formerly Professor of Organic Chemistry in Case Institute of Technology and Manager of Research for Gildan Durkee Division of SCM Corporation, in collaboration with a large number of professional chemists and physicists whose assistance is acknowledged in the list of general collaborations in connection with particular tables or sections involved. CRC Press Incorporated, Boca Raton, Florida, 33431. Page 7. 1974, 1975, 1976, 1977, 1978, 1979 by CRC Press Incorporated. 1964, 1965, 1966, 1967, 1968, 1969, 1970. 1971, 1972, 1973 by Chemical Ruber Company. Copyright 1918-1920 by Chemical Ruber Company. Copyright renewed 1946-1948 by Chemical Ruber Publishing Company. Copyright 1922. Copyright renewed 1950. 1925. Copyright renewed 1953. 1926. Copyright renewed 1954. Copyright 1927, copyright renewed 1955. 1929, copyright renewed 1957. 1936, 1937 by Chemical Ruber Company. 1941, copyright renewed 1969 by Chemical Ruber Company. By Chemical Ruber Company again. 1944, copyright renewed 1972 by Chemical Ruber Company. 1945, copyright renewed 1973 by Chemical Ruber Company. 1947, 1949, 1950, 1951, 1952, 1953, 1954, 1955, 1956 by Capital Ruber Publishing Company. 1957, 1958, 1959, 1960, 1961, 1962 by Capital Ruber Publishing Company. 60th edition, second printing 1980, third printing 1981, all rights reserved, Library of Congress card number 13-11056, printed in the US of A. ISBN 08493-0460-8. Page 7, maybe. Sorry, 8, page 8. During 65 years since the first edition of CRC Handbook of Chemistry and Physics was published in 1914, there's been tremendous quantity of new scientific information discovered. No one person can know all such information. There's no single systematic series of publications containing all of it. However, there are many key data reference materials which can be published in a single volume to be used to be useful in helping solve today's problem and aid scientists and engineers for preparing for the future. For such a book to be of continuing usefulness, it must be frequently revised and updated. Such an activity requires advice from colleagues and collaborators, inputs from users, and previous editions of the book, plus one using one's best judgment. All of us who are involved in the preparation and publication of CRC Handbook of Chemistry and Physics use all this in keeping with handbook up to date. In addition to selecting the type of data, one must be concerned with the formation presented in the manner, so they can be located, understood, and utilized without a large amount of searching and interpretation. These editors and publishers need the table sufficiently compact with new information can be added year after year without the book becoming unwieldy in size, and so it can be sold at a price affordable to students. There have been a number of revisions, additions, and improvements. This is the 60th edition. The 43 pages of a handbook listing definitions and formulas have been revised and enlarged in order to keep abreast with many of the most important areas of chemistry and physics. The necessity of there being a readily available list of the best references and data's thermodynamic calculations continues to be recognized. Therefore, this edition includes a table of key values of thermodynamics as listed by the COD-ATA. The outstanding tables of atomic and translation probabilities and line spectra, which first appeared in the immediately previous edition of the handbook, have been further updated and improved through the efforts of Charles Corliss, Joseph Reeder, and their aides. New and better measurements have resulted in data for the ionization potentials of elements. A revised table of potentials appears in the edition. This importance of behavior of materials at cryogenic temperatures continues to be recognized. This is illustrated by revision of tables listing the range of critical temperatures observed for superconductive elements condensed at low temperatures and selective properties superconductive elements. We shall continue to remove from the handbook those mathematics which can be more advantageously utilized by the use of small handheld electronic calculators. Nevertheless, we shall aid those mathematical tables and formulas which can be better presented in the printed form. As a result, we have added and revised for the 60th edition the following: normal probability function, relation of angular functions in terms of one another, Fourier expansion and periodic function, differential equations, an extensive table of integrals. Since CRC Press cannot publish in one volume of CRC Handbook of Chemistry and Physics all numerical data sought by many persons, we continue to publish near the back of the book 22 pages of reference which valuable data published by the National Data Reference, NSRDS, and others may be obtained. The revisions and additions for this edition involved the help of many persons, but especially the help of Paul Gautier, should be recognized as extraordinary. Robert C. Wiest, April 16th, 1979. Page 8. Oh, fuck me. J.W. Beams, Professor of Physics, University of Virginia, Charlottesville, Virginia. G.E. Becker, Bell Laboratories, 600 Mountain Avenue, Murray Hill, Jersey. Just Jersey, I guess. E. Kreutz, Assistant Director, Research National Science Foundation, Washington, D.C. John E. Evans, Senior Member of Laboratory, Lockheed, Palo Alto Research, Laboratory Group 5254, BLDG 202-3251, Hanover Street, Palo Alto, California. M. Hammermesh, Head of School of Physics, University of Minnesota, Minneapolis, Minnesota. R.D. Hunton, 13904 Blairstone Lane, Wheaton, Maryland. J.A. Kromhansel, Laboratory of Atomic and Solid State Physics, Cornell University, Itasca, New York. H.F. Ocean, David Sarnoff Research Center, RCA Laboratories, Princeton, New Jersey. R. B. Perkins, University of California, Los Alamos Scientific Laboratory, Los Alamos, New Mexico. E. C. Pollard, Professor of Biophysics, Pennsylvania State University, University Park, Pennsylvania. R. S. Shankland, Emeritus Professor of Physics, Case Western Reserve University, Cleveland, Ohio. B. L. Sharma, Senior Scientific Officer, Minister of Defense, Solid Physics Laboratory, Lucknow Road, Delhi 7, Indiana. C. G. Suits, Crosswinds Pilot Knob, Lake George, New York. J. A. Van Allen, Department of Physics and Astronomy, State University of Iowa, Iowa City, Iowa. L. Alberts, Ph.D., Director General, National Institute of Metallurgy, Randburg, South Africa. C. J. Allen, Illuminating Engineer, General Electric Company, Nella Park, Cleveland, Ohio. W. A. Anderson, Ph.D., Analytic Instrument Research, Varian Associations, 611 Hudson Way, Palo Alto, California. W. J. Armento, Oak Ridge National Laboratory, P.O. Box X, Oak Ridge, Tennessee. J. Oskin Il, Ph.D., Chairman Physics Department, Millikan University, Decatur, Illinois. J. C. Balyar, Junior Ph.D., Professor of Inorganic Chemistry, University of Illinois, Urbana, Illinois. J. A. Barden, Ph.D., Department of Physics, Johns Hopkins University, Baltimore, Maryland. R. H. Bernard, Ph.D., Department of Physics, Cleveland Western Reserve University, Cleveland, Ohio. F.F. Bentley, Air Force Materials Laboratory, Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, Ohio. J.H. Billman, Ph.D., Professor of Chemistry, Indiana University, Bloomington, Indiana. L. Bloom, Ph.D., Spectrophysics Incorporated, 1255 Terabella Avenue, Mountain View, California. J.A. Bradley, Ph.D., Dean Newvek College of Engineering, 323 High Street, Newark, New Jersey. B. H. Brown, Ph.D., Dartmouth College, Hanover, New Hampshire. J.A. Brown, Eastman Kodak Company, Rochester, New York. A. Bay Berg, Ph.D., Department of Chemistry, University of Southern California, Los Angeles, California. J. P. Barnes, Ph.D., Department of Physics, Maryland, Washington College, Fredericksburg, Virginia. A. F. Burr, Ph.D., Department of Physics, New Mexico State University, Las Cruces, New Mexico. J. P. Catchpole, Ph.D., Admiralty Materials Laboratory, Holton Health, Dorset, England. E. Richard Conan, Ph.D., Associate Director, Science Center, Aerospace and Systems Group, North American Rockwell Corporation, Thousand Oaks, California. Charles H. Collius, Spectral Selection, Optical Physics Division, National Bureau of Standards, Washington, D.C. M. Davies, Ph.D., Edward Davies Chemical Laboratories, University of Wales, Aberystwyth, Wales. Page 9. J. Dement, DSC, Depement Laboratories, 4847 CA, Division Street, Portland, Oregon. H.D. Deming, Ph.D., 2316 Tuttle Terrace, Sarasota, Florida. Decian, Ph.D., Consulting Chemist, 420 Lexington Avenue, Newark, Newark. Hans Dozlek, Department of Navy, Office of Naval Research, Arlington, Virginia. E.P. Dunlop, Ph.D., Direction of Chemical Research and Development, John Stewart Research Laboratories, the Quaker Oats Company, the Barrington, Illinois. L.M. Foster, Ph.D., Thomas J. Watson Research Center, International Business Machine Corp., Yorkton Heights, New York. J. L. Franklin, Ph.D., Welsh Professor of Chemistry, William Marsh Rice University, Houston, Texas. G. Fulford, Ph.D., Assistant Professor of Chemical Engineering, University of Waterloo, Ontario, Canada. Gladys H. Fuller, MBS, Institute of Science and Technology, National Bureau of Standards, Washington, D.C. E.F. Furch, Ph.D., Department of Chemistry, Virginia, Polytech Institute, Blacksburg, Virginia. R.J. Gettings, M.A., Head Curator, Frerer Gallery Laboratory, Smithsonian Institution, Washington, D.C. L.A. Gilead, Ph.D., Manager, Product Development, Pensalt Chemicals Corporation, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. H. Gilman, Ph.D., Department of Chemistry, Iowa State University, Ames, Iowa. B. Gerling, M.S., FIMA, Department of Mathematics, The City University, London, ECI, England. E.C. Gregg, PhD, School of Medicine, Case Western Reserve University, Cleveland, Ohio. R.R. Gupta, MSc, PhD, Department of Chemistry, University of Rajasthan, Jaipur, India. C.R. Hammond, M. Hart's Industries, P.O. Box 700, Hartford, Connecticut. W. E. Harris, Professor of Chemistry, University of Alberta, Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. H. J. Harwood, PhD, Head Durkee, Famous Foods, Organic Chemistry Division, Gildan Company, Chicago, Illinois. R. L. Heath, Atomic Energy Division, Phillips Petroleum Company, Idaho Falls, Idaho. R.W. Hoffman, PhD, Department of Physics, Case Western Reserve University, Cleveland, Ohio. Page 10. Jesse F. Hunsberger, R.D. number 1, East Cedarville Road, Pottstown, Pennsylvania. C.D. Hurd, Ph.D., Chemical Laboratory, Northwestern University, Evanston, Illinois. H.D.B. Jenkins, Ph.D., Department of Molecular Sciences, University of Warwick, Convetry, CV 47AL, England. J.L. Kastner, Ph.D., Department of Physics, University of Missouri, Rolla, Missouri. Olga Kennard, Ph.D., University Chemical Laboratory, Cambridge, England. D.G. Kennard, Ph.D., 20747E Palm Drive, Glendora, California. J.A. Kerr, Ph.D., Chemistry Department, University of Birmingham, Hofvard Building, Birmingham, 15, England. A.L. King, Ph.D., Department of Physics, Dartmouth College, Hanover, New Hampshire. C.R. Kinney, Ph.D., 1318 27th Street, Des Moines, Iowa. R. Kreitz, Ph.D., Department of Science and Engineering, University of Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, K1 NCN5. G. Lang Dipple Ing, A-4963, St. Peter am Hart, Austria. D.F. Loudon, SCD, Department of Mathematics, University Anson, Birmingham, England. K. Lee, Ph.D., IBM Research Laboratory, San Jose, California. A.P. Levitt, 75 Lovett Road, Newton Center, Massachusetts. M.M. McMasters, Ph.D., Department of Grain Science and Industry, Kansas State University, Manhattan, Kansas. W. Munling, Assistant Sales Manager, Laboratory Equipment Division, the W.S. Tyler Company, Cleveland, Ohio. C.J. Major, Ph.D., Department of Chemical Engineering, University Akron, Ohio. Georgia A. Martin, Ph.D., Atomic and Plasma Radiation Division, National Bureau of Standards, Washington, D.C. J.C. McGowan, Ph.D., DSC, Wandock, 13 Morton Avenue, Harpend Hills, AL5, 2EU, England. L. Metis, PhD, Head Department of Chemistry, Clarkson College of Technology, Potsdam, New York. M.G. Mellon, PhD, Professor Emeritus, Analytical Chemistry, Purdue University, West Lafayette, Indiana. H.B. Michelson, IPM, Journal of the Research and Development, Armonk, New York. Carl Z. Morgan, PhD, School of Nuclear Engineering, Georgia Institute of Technology, Atlanta, Georgia. W. M. Morgan, PhD, Professor Emeritus, Mount Union College, Alliance, Ohio. Page 11. R. Nimmo, PhD, Professor of Physics, University, Otago, Dunedin, New Zealand. F. J. Norton, PhD, General Electric Company, 1133 Eastern Avenue, Schenectady, New York. F. M. Page, Department of Chemistry, University, Austin, Birmingham, B47ET, England. B. R. Pemberlin, PhD, School of Physics, University of Bath. Claverton Down, Bath. BA27AY, England. W. Parker, PhD, Department of Physics, University of California, Irvine, California. M.J. Parsonage, Chemistry Department, University of Birmingham, Birmingham 15, England. Sol Patani, PhD, Department of Organic Chemistry, Hebrew University of Jerusalem, Jerusalem, Israel. I.A. Pearl, PhD, Institute of Paper Chemistry, Appleton, Wisconsin. R.F. Pert, PhD, the Plessy Company, Lieutenant, Alan Clark Research Center, Northampton, England. A.C.P. Jr., Eastman Kodak Company, 243 State Street, Rochester, New York. R. Pepinski, PhD, Department of Physics and Astronomy, University of Florida, Gainesville, Florida. H.A. Pohl, PhD, Professor of Physics, Oklahoma State University, Stillwater, Oklahoma. Richard L. Pratt, Staff Analyst, Data Corporation, Denton, Ohio. H.J. Prebluda, PhD, Consulting Biochemist, 3 Belmont Circle, Trenton, New Jersey. I.B. Prettyman, M.S., the Firestone Tire Rubber Company, 1200 Firestone Parkway, Akron, Ohio. Z. Rapport, PhD, Department of Organic Chemistry, Hebrew University, Jerusalem, Israel. E. H. Ratcliffe, Water Research Center, Stevenston Laboratory, Elderway, Stevenston, Hertford, SG11TH, England. Joseph Reeder, PhD, Spectrophy Section, Optical Physics Division, National Bureau of Standards, Washington, D.C. M.C. Reed, PhD, 1368 Wood Valley Road, Mountainside, New Jersey. B.W. Roberts, PhD, General Electric Research Laboratory, New York. R.C. Roberts, PhD, Professor Epidermis Chemistry, Colgate University, Hamilton, New York. R.A. Robinson, School of Chemistry, The University, Newcastle upon Tyne, NE17RU, England. R.J. Rossen, Consultant Chemist, 9301 Park Hill Drive, Los Angeles, California. A.H. Rosenfield, Ph.D., Lawrence Radiation Laboratory, University of California, Berkeley, California. Page 12. Gordon D. Rowe, Specialist Lighting of GE Properties, General Electric Company, Cleveland, Ohio. A.L. Rozek, Velisco Chemical Corporation, Illinois, Chicago, Illinois. S.I. Salem, Ph.D., Professor, Department of Physics and Astronomy, California State University, Long Beach, California. G.T. Seaborg, Ph.D., Lawrence Berkeley Laboratory, University of California, Berkeley, California. R.S. Shanklin, Ph.D., Department of Physics, Case Western Reserve University, Cleveland, Ohio. R. Shaw, Chemist, Chemical Physicist, Physical Organic Program, Stanford Research Institute, Menlo Park, California. J. R. Shelton, Ph.D., Department of Chemistry, Case Western Reserve University, Cleveland, Ohio. G. W. Smith, Ph.D., General Motors Corporation, Research Laboratories, Warren, Michigan. J. M. Smith, B.S.E.E., Product Planning, Large Lamp Department, General Electric Company, Cleveland, Ohio. L. D. Smithson, Air Force Materials Laboratory, Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, Ohio. F. R. Speeding, Director, Emma's Laboratory, Iowa State University, Iowa, sorry about that. R.H. Stokes, Ph.D., Department of Chemistry and University, England. Armadale, NSW, Australia. Donald F. Swinehart, Ph.D., Department of Chemistry, University of Oregon, Eugene, Oregon. A. Tarpinian, Army Materials and Mechanics Research Center, Arsenal Street, Watertown, Massachusetts. B. N. Taylor, Ph.D., A247 Meteorology, National Bureau of Standards, Washington, D.C. D. H. Tomlin, Ph.D., Department of Physics, University of Reading, Berkshire, England. A. F. Trotman Dixon, Ph.D., Institute of Technology, Cardiff, England. H.B. Vickery, Ph.D., Connecticut Agricultural Experiment Station, 112 Huntington Street, New Haven, Connecticut. W. W. Vendenlot, Ph.D., Professor of Chemistry, University of Houston, Texas. N. R. Veaton, Ph.D., Research and Development Center, General Electric Company, P.O. Box 8. Fuck that word, New York. Wolfgang L. Weiss, Ph.D., Atomic Plasma and Radiation Division, National Bureau of Standards, Washington, D.C. Page 13. J. H. Yo, Ph.D., Professor Emeritus of Chemistry, University of Virginia, Charlottesville, Virginia. G. R. Yo, Ph.D., Illinois State Geological Survey, University of Illinois Campus, Urbana, Illinois. T. F. Young, Ph.D., Division of Chemical Engineering, Oregon National Laboratory, Oregon, Illinois. J. Zachary Zabicki, PhD, Department of Biophysics, the Weizmann Institute of Science, Reho Reho Reov Israel. S. Zufanti, A.M., Professor of Chemistry, Northeastern University, Boston, Massachusetts. The publishers and editors will be grateful to readers of this handbook who call their addition to errors with that may be discovered. Suggestions and improvements are also welcome. Page 14. Table of Contents. Section A, Mathematics Tables A1. Section B, Elements and Inorganic Compounds B1. Section C, Organic Compounds C1. Section D, General Chemical D1. Section E, General Physics Constants E1. Section F, Miscellaneous F1. Index hyphen. Page 15. Page 16. Row 10, row 10, column 0, 0, 0, 0. Sorry. 4 place Madison's for common logarithms. Column 0, row 10, 0, 0, 0. Row 10, column 1, 0, 0, 4, 3. Row 10, column 2, 0, 0, 8, 6. Row 10, column 3, 0, 1, 2, 8. Row 10, column 4, 0, 1, 7, 0. Row 10, column 5, 1, 0, 2, 1, 2. Row 10, column 6, 0, 2, 5, 3. Row 10, column 7, 0, 2, 9, 4. Row 10, column 8, 0, 3, 3, 4. Row 10, column 9, 0, 3, 7, 4. Row 11, column 0, 0, 4, 1, 4. Row 11, column 1, 0, 4, 5, 3. Row 11, column 2, 0, 4, 9, 2. Row 11, column 3, 0, 5, 3, 1. Row 11, column 4, 0, 5, 6, 9. Row 11, column 5, 0, 6, 0, 7. Row 11, column 6, 0, 6, 4, 5. Row 11, column 7, 0, 6, 8, 2. Row 11, column 8, 0, 7, 1, 9. Row 11, column 9, 0, 7, 5, 5. Row 12, column 0, 0, 7, 9, 2. Row 12, column 1, 0, 8, 2, 8. Row 12, column 2, 0, 8, 6, 4. Row 12, column 3, 0, 1, 9, 9. Row 12, column 4, 0, 9, 3, 4. Row 12, column 5, 0, 9, 6, 9. Row 12, column 6, 1, 0, 0, 4. Row 12, column 7, 1, 0, 3, 8. Row 12, column 8, 1, 0, 7, 2. Row 12, column 9, 1, 1, 0, 6. Row 13, column 0, 1, 1, 3, 9. Row 13, column 1, 1, 1, 7, 3. Row 13, column 2, 1, 2. Fuck! Row 2. Fuck. Row 13, column 3, 1, 2, 3, 9. Row 13, column 4, 1, 1271. Row 13, column 5, 1301. Row 13, column 6, 1335. Row 13, column 7, 1367. Row 13, column 8, 1399. Row 13, column 9, 1430. Row 14, column 0, 1461. Row 14, column 2, 1523. Row 14, column 3, 1553. Row 14, column 4, 1594. Row 14. Place your microphone. Row. Please work with me. Oh my god. Are you good? Okay. Row 14, column 5, 1614. Row 14, column 6, 1644. Row 14, column 7. Sorry, column 7, 1673. Row 14, column 8, 1703. Row 14, column 9, 1732. Row 15, column 0, 1761. Row 15, column 1, 1790. Row 15, column 2, 1818. Row 15, column 3, 1847. The row 15, column 4, 75. Row 15, column 6, 1931. Row 15, column 7, 1959. Row 15, column 8. Row 1987. Row 15, column 9, 2014. Row 16, column 0, 2041. Row 16, column 1, 2068. Row 16, column 2, 2095. Row 16, column 3, 2122. Row 16, column 4, 2148. Row 16, column 5, 2175. Row 16, column 6, 2201. Row 16, column 7, 2227. Row 16, column 8, 2253. Row 16, column 9, 2279. Row 17, column 0, 2304. Row 17, column 1, 2330. Row 17, column 2, 2355. Row 17, column 3, 2380. Row 17, column 2, column 4, 2405. Row 17, column 5, 2403. Row 17, column 6, 2455. Row 17, 27. Row 17, column 7, 2480. row 17, column 8, 2504, row 17, column 9, 2529, row 18, column 0, 2553, row 18, column 1, 2577, row 18, column 2, 2601, row 18, 3, column 3, 2625, row 18, column 4, 2648, row 18, column 5, 2672, row 18, column 6, 2695, row 18, column 7, 2718, row 18, column 8, 2742, row 18, column 9, 2765, row 19, column 0, 2788, row 19, column 1, 2810, row 19, column 2, 2833, row 19, column 3, 2856, row 19, column 4, 2878, sorry. Row 19, column 5, 2900, row 19, column 6, 2923, row 19, column 7, 2945, row 19, column 8, 2967, row 19, column 9, 2989. Uh, I think, thank you all for joining me on the part 1 of my ASMR reading, German ASMR reading of CRC Handbook of Chemistry and Physics 60th edition, 1979, 1913 CRC Press Incorporated, 1980 CRC Press. I hope you join me for part 2. Remember to like and subscribe to make sure that happens. Without your support, I cannot afford to keep reading. Um, there's also a heat wave right now, so if my German accent dropped at any point, it was just because I was having a heat stroke, and that is normal in Germany, so it's fine. Thank you for tuning in. I love yourself. Have a good day. Goodbye. Guten Tag.